Good afternoon and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. I am going to make the companion page. I made this layout just the other day. I think this was a clue. It was because I had to use purple flowers, do an Easter layout, and use stripes for the clue game. So I'm going to make a companion page today, and I don't know how much of this you can see because I keep my camera on a pretty little view, but anyway, I did them just the opposite. So that's kind of what I'm going to do today, because this is Easter of 2019 and I need to get it in the books. So I double matted all of my pictures that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use 6 pictures on this layout. And I'm going to start with this one up here of all of the boys. I think this was before they hunted eggs. This is at my daughter-in-law's in-laws. That's where we always have Easter. And then the pictures down here on bottom are of all the different ones, actually, of her boys hunting the eggs. So I want to get my pictures on here, and let's see. I think I had they fit nicely, and then when I double matted and did all this stuff, it kind of started getting a little crowded, but it's going to be good. Anyway, it's going to work. So I had them on here, I think. I got to get this one scooted over a little. I think I had them on here something about like that. So almost a grid, but not quite. And I don't know if they're straight or not, but you know, I can't see straight anyway. I have a macular pucker, and so everything's like that to me. So it doesn't really matter. So when I laid it out, and then I've got a bunch of embellishments that I'm going to put on here. But when I laid it out, this was how I decided that I could get this many pictures on here. And I love this picture where they're all wrestling together. It's so cute. And that's them. That's truly them. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue the pictures down, and then we're going to work, because I haven't totally decided on exactly what the embellishments. I've kind of got an idea, but I haven't totally decided. And I'm going to show you my Purple Rain swap items. So while I'm gluing these pictures down, I'm going to do the twist. We went this morning to the funeral of the pastor that we had at our church for years and years. Both my kids baptized by him. Just he and his wife are in a nursing home here in town, and my daughter and I go see him frequently. Just super, super, super special to us. Well, he passed away, and his funeral was this morning, and his son's wife's dad is also a pastor, and he did the service. And there was a little story that he told in that service that just kind of caught my attention, and I liked it. So I'm going to tell you that story, and then I'm just going to put a Bible verse with it. I shouldn't have glued that down everywhere because I'm going to tuck things under it. The story goes, this is like back in the 1900s. And early 1900s. And the mom and her son would go every week to the general store. And I identify with general store because my grandparents owned a little country mercantile. Actually, my great-granddad did. And when he passed away, my grandmother inherited it, and we moved there, and we ran that little country mercantile. And it had everything. I mean, you could get a chicken that we had raised and killed and dressed and put in the freezer, or you could get overalls, or you could get a slab of bologna and a loaf of bread, or work shoes. I mean, it was a little mercantile because it was the only store around. And so I identify with the concept of little general store. Anyway, this little boy and his mom would go to the general store every week, and she would get supplies. And every week she would be shopping, and the little boy would go to the front of the store, and he would just stand there with his hands in his pockets, and he would look at this big barrel of hard candy. And I can remember those barrels of hard candy. And the store owner would tell him, it's okay, you can have some candy. You can get some candy. But the little boy would just stand there with his hands in his pockets, and he wouldn't get any candy. A few minutes later, the store owner would come back, and he'd say, son, it's okay. You can have some candy. You can get you some candy. And the little boy would just stand there with his hands in his pockets. And so eventually, the store owner would just reach in the barrel and grab out a handful of candy and give it to the little boy. So one day, on their way home, the mom finally asks her son, her little boy, she says, why? Why do you not get candy? It's okay. He tells you that it's okay. Why do you not get candy when the store owner tells you that you can have candy? And he says, Mom, his hands are much bigger. Wise little boy. So the verse I'm going to put with that today, and not say too much after it, is 1 Chronicles 29:12. Wealth and honor come from you. You are the ruler of all things. In your hands are strength and power to exalt and to give strength to all. That little boy knew a lesson that sometimes as Christians, and we fail to understand. God's hands are bigger. He has all strength, all power. We jump the gun and we try to handle things ourselves sometimes instead of waiting on God and waiting on His blessings. We jump the gun and we try to handle everything ourselves. Our little boy had it figured out because that man's hands were much bigger. Our God's hands are much bigger. Sometimes it just pays to wait patiently and let God take care of things. So I loved that story. I just about have our pictures down. This material, I'm still on the story. This is textured. I know you probably can't see that, but this is textured, and I just glue when it's textured, and I've got this really fine point on there, so it takes a while to get enough glue out. I went ahead and ran the washi tape. I tried to make this base page pretty much like the other page, so they would look good together, even though I don't have any more. Well, I do. I have the journaling box that will match, but I think these pages will look fine. I put pages together no matter what. I've got green and orange pages next to, yellow and red pages because I just scrap. I know I have some friends that come to our craft weekends at our church, and they do only 2-page layouts so that everything matches and lines up. And I started trying to do that when I first started scrapping, and it was just impossible. This was from Captain Linda Phelps, and I think it was from April of 2023. And here we are in August of 2025. I've always loved this. I have kept it in my Easter stuff because I always thought it was so cute. And I think today I'm actually going to use it. Now, I did back it. It was not on this purple. And when I put it on here, it just kind of melted into this stripe. And so I did back it in that purple, and I left just a little bit of a border around it. But I think I'm going to put that there. And then I had put some of these little branches over on this other page. And I think I'm going to I'm going to look at this before I I kind of threw these flowers over here. Thought I had one more flower somewhere over here. If not, I've got some over there. I think I'm just going to put 2 or 3 flowers and then branches like, these little eggs are hidden in behind those is I think what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to dive in. So let's get this glued down. And then what I'm going to do on the other side, I'm not absolutely sure yet. Got some possibilities, but I'm not totally sure. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to put like this bigger flower in the middle. And I've got that one that I can put that center in. And then I have this one. Or maybe I need a lighter colored one on the other side. That gives me kind of all of the colors. I need a lighter colored one in the middle too of this one. I need that in the middle. Let's see what else I've got. I didn't really cut out a bunch of those. You know, when I cleaned up after making that other page, I didn't think about making this page right away. And I put my punches away, and now I cannot find my smallest flower punch. This flower punch that goes to that, I cannot find it anywhere. I put the others that I used are in the drawer. But what I did with that one, I don't know. Here's one of these lighter ones. Let's use it. Okay. All right, so we're going to put these flowers across the bottom. And then I'm just going to, I've got different shades of purple in these branches that I think I'm just going to tuck in like that. So let's get the flowers down and then we'll, or should I put the branch? I think I'm going to go ahead and put the branches down. Here's a dark purple one. See what else I've got over here. That's darker. That one doesn't. That one's darker, but not dark. And then a lighter one. I've got more. I'm going to trade this one maybe for, here's another darker one. No, I think that's, yeah, there's a darker one. I think I want to do the two darker ones and then the lighter one maybe in the middle. And then put those flowers across the bottom. Let's try that. Let's start with this one because I don't want it too far over onto that picture. You know, the boys have on, well, they have on turquoise, and then the two older boys have on navy blue, but I like the purple with the blue. It's such a dark blue. I think it kind of makes it, that purple kind of makes it stand out. And these little Easter eggs had every color that's in my stripe. So Miss Linda didn't know when she was making that she was doing it specifically for this layout. But it's perfect for it. I just got a text a few minutes ago. My youngest grandson texted me, "Are you home from the funeral yet?" Like, this is a Saturday, and like he's ready to come over. He was here last night and then had this funeral. They had people from out of town and everything, and so they had it. The viewing was at 9 o'clock this morning, and then the funeral was at 10, so that different people could be there. And so I had to drag him out of bed on Saturday morning early so that I could go. My daughter and I rode together. He was really special to my daughter, he and his wife. He's the pastor that baptized both of my kids, and was such a good witness to my husband, and he and his wife were special, special, special to us. It's hard when we start losing those people that we love like that. But not at all worried about him. Know exactly where he is, and he's the best he's ever been. His wife is doing very well. She has oh, I forgot what it's called, but it's a crippling arthritis. And it just breaks your heart to see her so crippled up. But she handles it very well. Okay. I love these flower punches. I know y'all probably get tired of seeing me use them, but you know, when you have something that you just absolutely love and that works, you know, that's what you do. You use it. There's another one. Get this one more in there, and then I may put some centers in those. I don't know if I have any light colored centers, but we'll look. Can always punch some. Yeah, those need little centers in them. There's one light colored center. Where is my, there it is, my picker upper. Let's see if I have any more of those light colored ones. Yep, there's another one or two. All this leftover stuff from that other page has come in very handy. This past Easter, the boys are getting bigger. This is 2019, and they're starting to get bigger. So, and we try to always do something that's really fun at Easter, and not just, you know, not just an egg hunt. I mean, like, they'll have prizes in them and all that kind of stuff. But like one year we did a scavenger hunt, and they had to do these. It involved these Bible verses, and it was really a neat thing. Okay, at this point. Here's my journaling, and I'm going to put that journaling box because, as you know, they'll be back. I wish the flower was on the other side so it looked like that, but that's not how I made them, so that's just how it is. But the journaling box is going to go right there. I've got this Easter bunny and Easter that came in a swap, but it does not have a name on it. But the colors really go well with this, but it just fades out. So I had grabbed this scrap of dark purple and put it on that, and I think if I back it with that, then I think I could actually use that Easter on there and it'd be okay. We're going to try it. I think I'm going to go ahead and try it. I tried it down here on this, and it was better on the plain, so I could have switched the pictures, but I just think I'm going to try it on this. I think it'll be good. We'll see. You know, only thing you can do is try. And if it doesn't work, then we'll try something else. But I've tried things before that didn't work. So, and you just try something else. So I'm not going to be upset over it. Just try it. What is it Ginger says? Trial and error? Well, this is definitely one of those. Getting just a little bit of glue around. And this purple paper is a very light, it was from an old paper pack that I've had for years and years. It's a pretty color. It's kind of got a pattern, a real subdued pattern in it. And this, I think, is the last little scrap of it that I have. I'm going to try this. What did I do with my scissors? That's weird. Oh, there they are. Couldn't find my fussy cutting scissors. I would be upset if I lost my fussy cutting scissors. These are my favorite scissors. Oh my goodness, I don't even have my glasses on. Here I am trying to fussy cut. That could be a disaster. However, to be real honest about it, my glasses are not helping much these days. It's just like I'm looking through wax paper. But my appointment is on Tuesday with my retina doctor, and I think we'll probably be scheduling my cataract surgery. I can't cut and talk at the same time. I want to thank all of you who have done videos for my 1,000 subscriber hop. I didn't create a playlist. Oh, for starters, I don't even think I know how to create a playlist. But I appreciate all of you so much. A couple of the girls from Down Under, and just, and of course Ginger, and it's just an honor to have that, and I just thank you so, so much. It just humbles me to the point of, I don't know how I got 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of beyond me. And some of you are so faithful to comment and encourage, and I appreciate it so very much. This is a little slow. I'm not the fastest fussy cutter in the world. I'll just be honest. And I kind of try to, this one, since this paper is so lightweight, it doesn't really matter. But if it's heavyweight paper, I really try to cut it on a slant so that it really looks like it's just all one piece and all together. This paper's so lightweight, it doesn't really hardly even matter. But I am not a fast. I see people fussy cutting and I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't do that. I'll come back and cut out around those little whiskers in a minute. And I know you're supposed to turn the paper, and I pretty much do that, but instead of turning your scissors. But sometimes you get in these little intricate spots, and you just have to do whatever you can do to get it done. But I wasn't sure I was going to do this, or I would have done it ahead of time. That big piece off of there. Okay, we're almost there. Thank you for bearing with me. Almost there. I got to clean up those whiskers. But I think this was the right decision to back this in that dark purple. You know, if you remember one of my videos, I think it was after Scrapbook Convention, I actually bought a little bit of pastel papers. And I swore I was going to try to do a pastel layout because I'm just not good with pastels. I have bright, brilliant boys, and so me using pastels. And so I almost got a pastel layout, and then look at all this dark purple that I did everything on. So there I've got that, and I think I can put that on there and that it'll show up good enough. But I still want to do something around this Easter. And so I'm going to show you some of the things I got now in my Purple Rain. Isn't this pretty? And I think, I got a mess here. I would have loved to have used this on here, but I wanted it to match the other page. But that's a really, really pretty border, and I got that in the swap, but it doesn't have a name on it. But I have another piece of this, and I think I'm going to do a base page, and then I'll use it in my other grandsons' their picture books. So that this was what I made for Purple Rain, and somehow I ended up getting one back. And so if you were one of the partners in my Purple Rain swap and you didn't get one of these, if you'll contact me, I will send this to you, because I did make a couple for myself. And then I got this cute little packet. Let's see what, oh, there's a tag in there. I thought it was just those little doily things, because when I first looked at this, I thought this might work on this layout. Oh, there's a tag and some other stuff. Let's see what we got here. And then there's a little butterfly, and what all is in there? Let me see. Some little flowers. Oh, bigger butterflies. Oh, yeah. A little butterfly, and then bigger butterflies, and a couple of flowers. So we might find a spot for some of those. Let's put those right there. Let's get the trash out of the way. And then this, I didn't take it out either, but this is a cute little seahorse and some starfish that I got. Won't work on this layout, but it's really cute. And then look at the happy birthday. I love that. And then this is really pretty, and I actually thought about sticking it on there, but I think I want to save it because it would have been hidden, and I really like it. I want to use it more in its entirety. And then I got this really cool title, Halloween title. And then this is really pretty with the, I don't know what kind of daisy or whatever that is. I got this, this is a Stampin' Up die, and I got it at, or I assume it is because I have one that's exactly like it. I got it at Scrapbook Convention, and I haven't used it yet. And then this is really sweet too. And this could have been used with the hummingbird on this purple, but I didn't really want to introduce the yellow. But this one has the purple. And like I said, when I looked at this, I thought, oh, I might get that in there. But I think I want to use the rabbit. But these tags are really cute. Oops, got more trash there. I don't know if we can make that into like a really big cluster and use that tag. Kind of connect all of that together, maybe. Where's that little tag? Cluster. This has got to move over because it's off the edge of the page. So that's got to move over. I don't know. That's really a totally different purple than what I have anywhere else on the page. But I do like it. I like something behind that rabbit. I don't know. It's pretty with the paper because this paper just has every possibility. But it's just the only piece of that color of purple that I have. So if I kind of do that, if I could do something down here. Turn over flower with these. I don't know. Kind of liking that. I don't know. I've got a few more flowers that I think that I could kind of drizzle over there. To fill in this empty space. Let me see what I got. Just get them out. See what we got. Instead of like enamel dots or whatever, these just little bitty flowers. There's another one of those. I might, let's see, what is this? This matches that flower. And then put something in the middle of it. Let's see. I know y'all don't want to sit here all day and watch me piddle. And my grandson's waiting on me. So let's just see what we can come up with. That doesn't show on top of that little tag. I kind of like that tag in there though, maybe more than the flower. You know what? I think I'm going to use the tags instead of the bunny. I love the bunny, and I'll save him. And I love the Easter. Now, the Easter could be up here on the tag. Take that and do something with the Easter on the tag. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll figure out something for right down here. But I think that's what I'm going to do there. So let's get our journaling box on there the way it's got to be, not off the edge of the paper. You know, just the pits that we have to put these in page protectors in a book. Sometimes I need more than 12 by 12, but gotta do it. Okay, so that gets that on there. I'm going to move that up just a little. Okay. I left space to get... Oh, I need to tell you who made this. Well, they didn't tell me. Yes, they did. Dolores. Oh, that's written so light. Harris, maybe? H-A-R-R-I-S. Dolores Harris, I think. Well, Dolores, I love it. I absolutely love it. So I think I'm going to put that tag right there. Oh, my goodness. I didn't see the other side. No, it needs to be the solid. Okay. I love both sides of that. I don't know. I want both sides of it. Okay, so there is that tag. And then I want this little tag right down here also. And I can curl its little stuff around. So whatever I put up above it will be okay. So there's that little tag. I think I'm going to leave the purple border. Leave that. And then let's see what we want on here. I really kind of liked maybe that Easter up there with the butterfly and a flower. Let's see what we get here. I like that little butterfly. Put him right up there. Then, let's see, that one isn't really going to show. This one would show down here. And this one, maybe we could just tuck right in under there. Now we've got this other little butterfly that she sent. And there's a little lighter colored. Let's do those three little flowers, the Easter and the butterfly. I kind of, let's see if we need that one tucked under. Kind of do like it tucked under. Okay, so let's do one little flower. Like I said, these are almost in lieu of enamel dots. There's a little flower. And then this other little flower. And I think that's enough for there. Okay. And then I've got to decide if I'm going to do something down here or if I'm going to just leave some open air. And I'm about to think I'm just going to leave some open air, but I think I am going to put some little flowers up here. I need one more. And they would all be kind of different if that's kind of the, or do I just want these three? I think I just want those three. Come here. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it just like that. I think. I don't know, I feel like I need this dark purple over here. I feel like I need just a, I think I was going to do one right up there. I just feel like I need that dark purple there. I've got the purple down here because all of them are double matted, and I think I'm going to leave it just like that. So there are my 2 pages. The first page and then the companion page. And I love them. And I have Easter. I'll probably put dotted glue on those to hold those down. I have Easter 2019 in the books. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a blessed day and be a blessing to someone else.